Greetings, and we're back with George Carlin. Now, I seen this video. Somebody commented and asked for it, and I'm actually pretty late, so I'm sorry that I have been busy with other things, and now here we are. So, better late than never, right? Let's just get right into this, and I hope everyone's doing good today. I'm thinking about starting a Patreon, guys. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm a working individual just like anybody else, but it's a struggle for me, and I'm not trying to throw no pity bull joint or nothing like that. I'm just keeping it real. For me, I have equipment. I use my phone right now, and honestly, I feel a little handicapped by it. Now, I know that's nobody's fault on here, but I'm going to ask you all for some help. So, it's not up right now. I'm still working on it because I don't really know much about it. But nobody's required. It's no pressure. Just if you want to. So, I don't want people to say, oh, he's asking for charity and yada, yada, yada. No. If you feel like it, you can donate. Now, once I get it up, I'll post a link on my profile. I already have PayPal, which I don't think anybody knows about or uses. It's in the About section, so if anybody, feels the need to do that, by all means. Anyways, now that the formality's out the way, I'm not going to talk anymore about that. George Carlin on low tolerance. Now, this is a bit older clip, so he's aged since the last clip I've uploaded. But with age, most likely comes wisdom. And so I'm interested to see what he has to say on this particular this bit. Hope everyone's doing good today. We're just going to get right into this.
Now, you wouldn't know it for some of the things I've said over the years, but I like people. I do.
It's true.
I like people, but I like them in short bursts. I don't like people for extended periods of time. I'm all right with them for a little while, but once you get up past around minute and a half, I got to get the fuck out of there. And my reason is for one that you may share, possibly. I have a very low tolerance level for stupid bullshit. That's all. Stupid bullshit.
I concur.
And everyone wants to tell you they're stupid bullshit. And a lot of them don't know when to stop talking. You ever run into that guy? Doesn't know when to stop talking, just continues running at the mouth like verbal diarrhea. Don't know when the conversation's over. Stupid, trivial shit you don't care anything about. Things you're not even remotely interested in. Did I tell you about my mom and dad? Well, my mom and dad went on vacation down to Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. This is about 6 years ago, I think. Seemed like it was about 6 years ago. 6 or 7, possibly 7, could be. Yeah. Somewhere in there, 6, 7, more than 6, less than 7. Let's call it 6.5. So my mom and dad went on vacation to Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, and my dad found a big rock. What he thought was a big rock, turns out it was a dinosaur turd. A petrified dinosaur turd, 27-pounder. You know, now that I think of it, it might have been 8 years ago. That would have been close to Y2K, wouldn't it? Remember Y2K? Whatever happened? Everybody's all worried about that. Nothing ever happened. Big fuck. Nothing ever happened. You know? God, that's strange, you know? So we'll say it's 8 years. It was either 8 or 5. So my dad gave my mom this big turd. He said, "Here, Mom, this is a big dinosaur turd. Put it in your purse and take that home." My mom said, "Dad, I don't think this is a dinosaur turd. This thing is still warm. Whoever dropped this thing is still walking around in here, and we better get the fuck out of this cave." 9 years ago. 9. I know it was 9 because my wife was pregnant with our first boy, Mahmoud ibn El Said ben Salam. And he's 10 now. Or is he? He's 11. Maybe he's 11. He's either 11 or 5. And while all this is going on, you're searching through your mind for something diplomatic and tactful and graceful that you can say.
What the hell? Technical difficulty, hold on.
And all I can ever come up with is blow it out your ass! 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 You know? But you can't say that. Good manners don't permit it. You have to find another way, and I go to body language. I try to use my body language to show that the conversation's over. I find myself leaning at a 45-degree angle, trying to indicate the direction I'd like to go if this person would just shut the fuck up. And then I might even give him a verbal cue. Surgery. Surgery. I'm late for surgery. I'm having my ears sewn shut. You know? Yeah. Same people on the phone. Same people on the phone. Don't know when to hang up. Don't know when the conversation's over. Dumb, trivial shit. Dumb questions. So what are you guys going to do 5 summers from now? We haven't made any plans. Marge wants to go to the beach. The kids kind of like it at the lake, and I want to go to the mountains. Grandma wants to visit her sister in Frog Bowls, Arkansas. How about you? You made any plans? It's never too early to make plans. We're going to Norway in 2025. Did you know that up until the 1950s, Norway's economy was based largely on fishing? But now, thanks to the expansion of the world economy and improved drilling technique, and once again, you're searching through your mind for the right thing to say to help end the conversation. Shut the fuck up comes to mind. Or blow it out your, how about shut your fucking pie hole? Or if he prefers cake, shut your fucking cake hole. But these things, you don't want to, you can't say those things. And you can't use body language on the phone. Well, you can always amuse yourself, you know. Or if it's your mother, you show your mother respect, you put her on speakerphone. That doesn't move the conversation along. You have to find another trick, and I go to tone of voice. Do you ever use your tone of voice to try to talk them into a soft landing? You try to coax the person toward the end. Right. Good. Okay. Good. All right, then. Good. Right. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. All right. Oh, fuck. There he goes again. That guy's second. You remember my neighbor with the burns on 90% of her body? Well, she burned the other 10% now. She was lighting a fart and her bush caught fire. Listen, Reverend. Reverend, I hate to be rude, but I just took a 3.5-hour shit. And I'm bleeding from the asshole. Well, I don't have any mercurochrome. Yes, I'll put a Snoopy Band-Aid on it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. You do that for me. Yes, say a prayer for my asshole. Thank you very much. You have to resort to these tactics because many people do not understand what a phone call should be or what a phone call is. Ideally, a phone call is the brief exchange of a few vital pieces of information. This is a phone call. Hey, Steve, what time's the circle jerk start tonight? 10 o'clock. Okay, listen, I'm going to be a little bit late. You'll have to start without me. Oh, don't worry, I'll catch up. I'm eating a whole bunch of oysters and watching a horny movie. It's called Tarzan Fucks a Zebra. Russell Crowe.
Damn.
Well, it's kind of a fantasy. Right now, Renee Zellweger is blowing a unicorn. That's a phone call. It should not be a 2.5-hour harangue of your third cousin describing her mailman's liposuction. God, people are fucking boring. People are just fucking boring.
I get that. I don't think so much anymore. With the invention of Instagram and Twitter and what is the other ones? Well, those are the only ones I'm on. TikTok. Anyway, hell, I come across all kinds of interesting oddities. On that same note, I do come across a lot of stupid ones, such as I seen one recently where this guy literally drunk like 5 Mountain Dews. They're all assorted flavors, and then the last one was an original one or something like that. You can find it on Instagram, but it just baffled me. Like, diabetes? Anyone? Maybe. Like I don't. And you know, from that to like pranks or people doing stupid things that could potentially get themselves killed just because they want to see how many people like it on Facebook or like it on Twitter or whatever the hell. You know, like I see a lot of that shit. So yeah, there's no shortage of stupidity. So, but George has excellent points. Like I feel personally that I love people. I agree with him in that stupid people, I don't have a tolerance for it. Like it's a one thing if you're acting out of ignorance. It's another thing if you know better and you still choose to act that way. I can't really sympathize with that, you know? I just can't. I can't. Like, I'll give you this one last example and I'm out of here. Me and a friend of mine had a long debate about people using the term analogy product of their environment. Now, if you're not familiar with the term, it's basically saying that one is influenced by their external surroundings, and that's why they behave that way. So I'll give you an example. Person goes to jail or gets locked up, goes to jail, selling drugs, doing stupid stuff. Now, if they were behaving out of ignorance, that phrase would hold up under scrutiny. They are a product of their environment because they didn't know any better or they didn't see any other potential. It doesn't give them a pass, but it just kind of sort of, you can sympathize with that because they didn't know any better. Now, if the person knows better, one cannot use that terminology as a rebuttal. I'm a product of my environment because that's all I know. But your parents were doctors or lawyers, and you grew up in a decent neighborhood, but you didn't know any better. Get your life. Anyway, that was just a kind of random tangent I wanted to throw out there, but I thought it kind of coincides with people and stupidity, just a wee bit. Not anyway. I'm gonna let y'all go. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I catch y'all on the next one.